The third episode of Sevdigim Sensin begins with Erkan arriving to save Dicle from her brother. He immediately states that they are still married and that no one has the right to treat her that way. But her furious brother responds that the problem is not with Dicle, but with him, and that he came to settle the score after seeing the news about him with other women in nightclubs. He also says he already knows that Erkan is engaged to Borçin. After a long argument, Erkan, trying to save Dicle, offers a large amount of money and promises he will not divorce her. Her brother agrees, but sets conditions. He will stay in Istanbul to keep an eye on them, and Jivan will stay with them as well. Otherwise, he will put an end to everything. Another argument begins when Erkan and Dicle return home accompanied by Kadir and Jivan. Erkan objects to Jivan trying to give orders to Dicle. He takes Dicle to the bedroom and treats her wounds. Worried, he suggests taking her to the hospital, but she refuses. While caring for her, they talk about what happened. Erkan reveals he can no longer stay in the house because he has run out of money. His father had blocked his accounts and prevented him from leaving the country, believing that this would force him to return home and resume his relationship with Borçin. The plan worked, as we soon see Erkan returning to his family's house. With a sad expression, he tells his father he is willing to agree to his plans, but sets conditions. Dicle, Jivan, and Kadir will work in the house, and Dicle will never be sent away. As expected, Dicle once again suffers at the hands of the spiteful maid. While cleaning the bathroom, the maid gives her bleach and acid, saying the floor is not clean enough and that she should mix the two products. Unaware of the danger, Dicle mixes them and begins coughing and feeling sick. Luckily, Kadir arrives in time. She asks him not to tell Erkan and suggests they take a bus to the hospital. When they arrive, she is denied treatment because she has no identification. Desperate, Kadir suggests she fake fainting, and the plan works. Later, Erkan talks to Dicle after she returns home. After talking and even playing the piano together, she asks him about his fiancée. He avoids the question, sighs, and does not reveal the agreement he made with his father so he won't hurt her, and perhaps a new couple is beginning to form. When Jivan starts working as the family's driver, he is immediately charmed by Erkan's sister. The scene is funny because he knows nothing about technology, is unfamiliar with the streets of Istanbul, and doesn't know how to behave properly at work. And as we know, Nilüfer is not easy to deal with. Meanwhile, Dicle, enchanted by the garden, is interrupted by the maid, who takes her to Erkan's mother. After accusing her of deceiving her son, the mother says that if she is going to stay in the house, it will be in the place she deserves. She then locks her in the barn with the sheep. But instead of crying, Dicle is captivated by a newborn lamb. The family meets with the lawyer to begin the divorce process and plans to obtain Dicle's signature without her knowing the real reason. The lawyer warns that if she withdraws the request within 15 days, she will be entitled to the money. When Erkan finds out that Dicle spent the night in the barn, he runs there in desperation. He apologizes, but she says she is fine. He asks if she wants the maid fired, but she refuses. The tension fades when she shows him the baby lamb and says that everything has a purpose. Later, outside the barn, Erkan asks for her fingerprint without explaining why, and says that nothing will be easy from now on. But no matter what happens, he will not abandon her. Dicle trusts him, unaware that shortly after, he will propose to Borçin to continue his father's plan. The story takes a new turn when Nilüfer contacts her ex-husband to harm Tahir. They divorced because she terminated a pregnancy to prioritize her career. Now she asks him to pay off her father's debt, which threatens the company. He agrees, as he also has something to gain. Another conflict arises when Erkan's brother discovers that their father no longer needs the financial help he had arranged with Fikret. Seeing his plans fall apart, he has a breakdown in the garden. Dicle runs to help him. At that moment, Erkan arrives with Borçin after settling wedding details. When Dicle's brother sees her holding Erkan's brother to calm him down, he becomes furious at seeing her so close to another man. Jivan aggressively pulls her away and scolds her, but Erkan intervenes. Burçin is clearly unhappy with the scene. The worst happens when the maid reveals all of Erkan's plans to Jivan. She tells him about the divorce and Decle's use of the fingerprint. Unfortunately, Decle hears everything, and with tears in her eyes, walks away, but ends up encountering Erkan and Burçin kissing after reconciling. At the end of the episode, we see Erkan's brother planning something over the phone while holding Erkan and Dicle's marriage certificate. And Erkan's father ends up discovering that his wife had a meeting with his enemy, Fikret. Everything suggests that the next episodes will be full of tension.